Welcome to another episode of Barman Saturdays, and I decided to finally bust out my Crazy for Cars DVD. Yep, time to take a look at some really bad movies from Brazil, made by the Asylum of Animation. Yep, gotta love them. But the first thing on this disc is called All About Cars. You might think, oh, that's a special feature where they tell you about these car movies they made by the studio. It's like a special effect thing, right? Why are you talking about that? Like, you don't usually bother talking about, special effects, you have with your DVD collection, Like, you don't usually look at those. You don't look at the director commentary. You don't talk about any of that stuff. Well, this isn't a commentary or discussion, on how they made their knockoff car movie. No. That would make too much sense. It's actually an episode of Hard Hat Harry, a magical genie that likes to wear a hard hat and work with
tools that squirt.
He said it, don't blame me. At any rate, yeah, he loves tools. All kinds of tools. And I suppose he's a tool for the man, because he's here to entertain us and educate us with some edutainment. He's going to teach us about, a little bit of car maintenance. Because this is Hard Hat Harry, Season 1, Episode 13. Car Mechanic Adventures. So we learned some basic stuff, like you need to make sure your engine has gas, because otherwise, it's not going to really run anywhere for very long.
I think your go-kart is suffering from something called oog.
Oog? What's oog? Is that some sort of disease or something?
Oh, no. Oog stands for OOG, or out of gas. I think all your car needs is a little high-octane fuel, and it will run like new.
How to change a tire, and some of the tools a car mechanic might use, like a air wrench or whatever it was called. I'll admit, I don't really care too much about, working on cars or detailed, information on them. So I'm not really surprised it was in one ear and kind of just out the other for me. And it has some pretty iffy jokes, to say the least. So that kind of did make me enjoy them, because they were kind of on the so bad, I guess I'll laugh because I feel sorry for you kind of way, I guess. Sort of like a lot of my jokes. I guess we got a lot in common, Hard Hat Harry.
I forgot. Well, these aren't my work clothes, they're my traveling clothes.
How'd you do that?
Well, besides being a great mechanic, I'm also a pretty good genie. And being a genie allows me to combine the things I love, like tools, with things I like to do, like magic.
Neither one of us is particularly good at being a comedian. At any rate, there's just not that much you really learn about car maintenance in this. Like, they do some engine testing, replace a spark plug, do an oil change, tell you about how gas stations work, like how they have tanks under the gas station, that are surrounded by concrete, and how trucks have to come in and pump the gas down to the tanks, because it's a safety issue. And then they end with a car wash, because you gotta make sure your car's looking good on the outside and the inside. So, yeah. There's just not much really for me to make fun of it about, outside of, misappropriating that one line out of context.
Let's see the D!
And I guess I can poke fun at some of the bad CGI effects they have in here, or how outdated some of that computer is they're using to test the engine, because nowadays, there's much smaller testers.
All right, you want to see the
Electronic Engine Analyzer, or the EEA. I need this to check the engine for me, since I can't check it from the inside out.
For that stuff. Just everything, basically has a computer chip nowadays inside the car engine. Like, everything, just about. Which is why when there's this chip shortage like there is now, it's really screwing with dealers and stuff. It's like, man, we usually can pull up all these engine codes, and now we have to simplify things because there aren't enough chips to go around. Gosh darn it. But yeah, I suppose it's entertaining enough if you enjoy bad jokes.
And tools that hoist.
Wow.
See what I mean?
And you don't mind, the kids singing, songs and stuff like that. Albeit they only really sing one song, which is played at the start and end of the episode as well. So you gotta get your value out of that song right by hitting us with it 3 times over the course of like 30 minutes. Oh man, that was probably one of the worst parts. Then again, that song's also kind of catchy too. Gosh darn it. Though I also forgot all the lyrics by now. So it's kind of catchy while you're listening to it, and then, you kind of forget about it because it's not super memorable. Or maybe I was just really tired, and that's why I forgot about it, because I was up till about 2 in the morning and had to go into work at 6.